Come out the light, Babylon falling before our eyes. Truth in the word, fire in the sound. Yahuwah lifting his people up now. Chains falling off, minds waking up. You are breathing freedom in us. Darkness fading, morning begun. The kingdom rising under the sun. Step out Babylon, walk in the light. You are free. His people tonight. Step out Babylon, leave it behind. Truth of Yahuwah. Oh, free in the mind. Come out the system, come out the system, come out the light, come out the light. Babylon falling before our eyes. Truth in the word, fire in the sound. Yahuwah lifting his people up now. Chains falling off, minds waking up. You are breathing freedom in us. Darkness fading, morning begun. The kingdom rising under the sun. Step out Babylon, walk in the light. You are free. His people tonight. Step out Babylon, leave it behind. Truth of Yahuwah. Free in the mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are live again. Afternoon time. This is lunch break for people in the East Coast. It's about 12:09. It is hot today. It's blazing hot. Guys, I just woke up maybe like an hour ago. I was tired. As soon as the live was over this morning, I hit the sack.
I woke you up. Were you already awake?
No, I was already awake. When you called me, I was already awake. I was getting up, and it took me a little 10 extra minutes to prepare for the live today. So,
okay. Good.
This is not going to be such a long live, let me tell you.
Yeah, maybe
it'll probably be a couple hours today, but I'm not doing 3. Not today.
Yeah. I want to say this. Have you seen Tina in these past few days?
Who?
I don't know why, Tina.
No, I barely pay attention to
she's come to your live and my live these past few days, man.
Really? I knew she said hi the other time I saw the message. She said, hi, Tete, how you doing? And Yeah, I haven't
I
seen
think on
her.
my live the other day she came up and she dropped.
I think she's still looking for a priest to talk to us. No priest wants to talk to us. We were just
No, I have to talk to her, man.
me and Ford was
I
just
regret.
on a phone call. How Catholics rarely come to this live, and you go to other lives. Like I go to, I don't. I told myself I'm not going to be joining anybody else's lives. I'm just going to keep. I don't even scroll through TikTok anymore. You know, to this we're in the cancel culture. This podcast is in the cancel culture. Not because of anything else. Everything else just a smokescreen to say that we know what we're talking about. For the glory of God alone. That we know exactly what we're talking about. That we don't follow your rabbit holes. We hold you to one point. We know you can't prove these things. And so what they say is, don't go to Tete's live. Don't give him a platform. And most of these are kids. They're kids. Catholics cannot come to this live and prove anything. They know they can't. So their answer to that is, don't go to Tete's live. Don't go to Force live. Stay away from those lives. We don't stay away from anyone. Like, me and Four used to go up to a panel of 6, 7 Catholics. But they won't they know that they can't run around here. They know we're gonna let you talk as much as you want, but we're not gonna follow any of that. We're gonna bring it back to the same question we ask you. And it's like we can't go to a Catholic live and they'll let us speak. Like I was telling I saw a judge on another live. They were playing ping pong with him. He chased every rabbit hole, and that's what they want to do. They didn't answer the question. His first question was, show me the intercession of saints. They finished talking. Their conversation ended at whether the people are alive in heaven or they're asleep. That's what it went to. Because there's an art to this that only the Lord can show you. We know. We used to be like that. Me and Four used to be like that. Oh, the saints alive or in heaven, or alive or dead. Oh, let me show you. Let me read Matthew 22:32. No. Okay, whether they're in heaven or not, whether they're alive, whether they're having a party, whatever, that's not the question I asked you. The question I asked you was, who showed you this? Who told you to do this? This is what we do here. We hold you to that point. In the morning, we've been going the whole week live about the Catholic priesthood, Orthodox priesthood. This here, if you go to any live and there's there's a Muslim and it's a debate, it's usually a Catholic debating Muslims. But you guys support Islam. You guys endorse Islam. Let me just show you. Let me show you.
It's two brothers who don't know they are from the same family, fighting it out.
They're twins separated at birth.
Different gangs, but same family.
Same family. And then you got Christians also twerking for these people. Let me not even get to that.
This is the thing, right? As a Christian, man, Don't compromise. You can just say, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with this teaching and all of this. You don't have to compromise for the truth, you know. It's not that hard. Speak the truth in all times. Be proud of standing firm in your faith. People died for this. I don't think people understand how terrifying this is. To be skinned alive. To be... So do you think you would survive if you would compromise a bit of the truth? How can you survive then?
It's here.
That's crazy.
They compromise the truth with no persecution. And they still compromise. Imagine if there were persecution. All of them would be Catholics or Muslim. I want you to hear this. This is an archbishop of your Catholic Church.
I believe he's an alien. Gonna start with the conspiracies. That since Vatican II, the Peter's some Catholics, traditional Catholics will say Peter's seat has been vacant since Vatican II. All of these men that are there are evil men. Wow. So your church was conquered by evil men and they are preaching evil. Oh my goodness. So the gates of hell did prevail against your church. Wait, where's Tete? Maybe something will happen with his device. If you disagree with the prompt, you can request.
Was I dropped? I don't know what happened.
I think there was a mistake, maybe.
Hold on, I want you guys to hear this. You guys didn't hear it all. So let me just, I want you guys to hear this, what the Archbishop is saying. Oh, come on, stop. Just shut up.
There is nowhere that I feel greater honor, fraternity, and kindness. And from the moment I drove onto this beautiful property today, I very fully felt the sense of the divine presence. As our wonderful Imam spoke so beautifully, we are members of the same human family. All churches, all mosques, all synagogues, all places where God reaches out and touches with his finger are sacred. This is a truly wonderful and sacred place, a place that will bring all of humanity, I believe, into deeper communion with our one God. My prayers are that you will know great successes here, great blessings here, and that together we will come to love our one God all the more. I will be brief because I also know we have prayer at 1:30. But again, I'm deeply grateful for the welcome. I'm deeply grateful to be in the presence of other religious leaders in our community. And there is no place, I think, that I feel more at home. May God bless you. May God bless this place. May God keep you always safe, productive, and filled with joy and blessings. Thank you.
The words of Satan. He said, my prayers is that you succeed, or something like succeeding. You want Islam to succeed? What are you talking? Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. There's a law he said there. He said synagogues, mosques, and what? Are all God's places?
They're all touched by the finger of God.
Oh. And let me tell you something, man. You Catholics are brainwashed by this cult. We hope you're going to come out of it. And we'll do everything we can to preach the truth, to help you guys come out of this cult. Because
that was your Archbishop. Let me read to you what your Pope said. Sorry. To you what your Pope said. That was your Archbishop. Let's go a little higher. Let's see what your Pope says. So, come on. The Pope told the rector of the Great Mosque of Algiers. This is Monday, the 13th of April, 2026. The Holy Father responded in Italian to the words of welcome from the rector of the Great Mosque, Mohammed Mahmoud Al-Qasimi. This is what he wrote. Thank you for this reflection and for these words which are so important during this visit. From a place, this is talking about the mosque in Algiers, from a place that represents the space that is of God, a divine sacred space in where so many people come to pray in order to find the presence of the Most High, of God, in their lives. This is from your Pope. Catechism 841 says that you and the Muslims worship the same God. Yet you blasphemous people, you embarrassing people, come on TikTok and want to debate Muslims. Like I saw, I saw Wadu. This is the most disgusting man on TikTok. He's absolutely disgusting.
Who is that?
Wadu. You don't remember Wadu?
Oh, that man from Israel. These people, man.
So,
I don't even take them seriously at this point, because I know they're just they're gossips. They're just here to gossip. They I don't know what they're doing for life. Just this is crazy, man. It's crazy.
So I was scrolling through. This is why I don't scroll through TikTok. I just give one scroll and I just turn it off because it's so disgusting. I can't stand this app. I can't stand I can't stand Catholicism on this app. I hate it. I hate how fake they are, because Candor Apologetics and Daughter of the Most High, Dottie, were on a panel with Wadu. And they took a Muslim and they shredded him into pieces. They did. They did a good job. But when Candor Apologetics asked Wadu, why you're a Catholic, this is what he said. I'm not here to talk about interfaith. I'm here to attack Muslims, and that's it. That's what he answered. I remember catching Wadu in a live and beating him with a belt. All I saw him, he could not answer not one. All he started doing was getting angry. No, show me the verse. Stop telling, stop explaining. I gave him the belt. This is why he hates me so much. I gave him the abs. A grown man. I pulled out my belt and I whipped him. And it's not about whipping anybody, or it's just showing him how heretical they are. All I saw him doing was sharing the live. He needed help. And everybody that came up asked the same question. None of them can answer it. Not one person can answer any of my questions. And the host, I forgot who it was, didn't know about Catholicism like that. They thought these were our brothers. Oh, no, they debate Muslims with me, just like me when I first got here. No, these are my brothers. Let me But when you start asking Catholics questions, no, these are not my brothers. They have nothing to do with Christianity. Absolutely nothing. What am I doing here? Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. I remember I was on Kenny's Live one time, and some Orthodox came up and he was really good against Muslims. But his accent, like, I always say there's two aromas that you can't confuse, ever. Coffee and bacon. These two, when somebody's frying bacon, you know it's bacon they're frying. It's not a piece of pork, or it's not a pork chop. You could smell bacon. And when somebody's making coffee, oh man, I said coffee, now I want some coffee. You're gonna have to give me like a 5-minute break. I'm gonna have to make some coffee. I just woke up, so I need some coffee. Anyway, the two aromas you can't mistake is coffee and bacon. You can't mistake these two. Just like you can smell a Catholic and you can smell a Muslim. All you have to do is talk. I could already deduce by what you're saying that you're a Catholic. I don't even have to ask you. We ask you for the purpose of the chat and for the purpose of the viewers. But once you start opening your mouth, I know you're a Catholic. I could tell you're an Orthodox. I can tell. We've been doing this for too long. Once I hear that already, look, they all say the same thing. It's a script. They talk about the Taoist script. There's a Catholic script too. When you ask a Catholic to prove to you something, what they all say is, who gave you the Bible? How do you know the canon is true? What does it have to do with my question? We can talk about the canon later. I need you to answer this question. You can tell. Right away, they come with some superiority, like, we're the ones. But once you start digging in there, and you hear it, I said, wait. The Orthodox that was on Kenny, me and Kenny, we were talking to a Muslim. And I don't really care about talking to Muslims. I don't have the time. I'm not going to waste my time with them. Unless we're going to talk about Catholicism, how you both are the same. But when we finished with the Muslim, dropped him. I said, wait, hold on, where are you going? Hold on, wait. You're an Orthodox, yes? Yeah, all right. We also have some questions for you. What do you mean? When we started asking him questions, he looked so confused. He's like, wait, where am I? Why are these questions being asked? Couldn't answer nothing. But yet you were just here debunking Islam. And you're the same way. You're a heretic too. You don't follow nothing in the scripture. Actually, you hate Christ. They hate Jesus Christ. You either love him or you hate him. There's no in between. Either you believe Christ or you're an atheist. Catholics are atheists. They don't believe in Christ. They claim to have some type of dude over there with long hair and blue eyes. I don't know who that is. But when we take their Jesus Christ and we compare him to that person, to the one that's in the Bible, they're two different people. They're not the same people. Catholics don't have Jesus Christ. They don't know who Jesus Christ is. They know about the stories of Christ. You know, they read history. Oh, Christ did this, Christ did that. But they don't know nothing about salvation. Wait till a Catholic comes up, ask them about the gospel of Jesus Christ. What is the gospel of Jesus Christ? It's rare. I remember a friend of ours, what was his name? what was his name? I forgot his name, man. I'm sorry. You used to ask this question to Catholics all the time. What is the gospel of Jesus Christ? No one can. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yes. That's zealous.
Zealous. Oh, man. My brain is zealous. That's what he used to ask them, and Catholics never answered. We was like 20-0 asking Catholics. So one day, one Catholic came and said the death, burial, and resurrection. Wow! And then we kept asking, and then they went back to the same thing. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The gospel is good news. What is the good news? They don't know. It's just good news. That we have free breakfast at a hotel. That's good news. Actually, look for hotels like that. Complimentary breakfast. Okay, yes. So when I go down, I don't have to go anywhere for coffee. My point is, my brain is, I don't know, that's probably an addiction that's not even Christ-like. My brain is about coffee. If I get a room in a hotel and it has a coffee pot in it, I'm renting no matter how the room looks. It didn't even have to have a bed. It could just have a sofa. I'll sleep on the sofa just as long as I have coffee in the morning. That's how bad it is. I keep talking about coffee, and it's like, you ever seen the cartoons that when it's a good aroma and the smoke turns into like a hand and it goes to the person, going to the person like that? That's what I see right now. I see like the coffee, the grains are calling. You're gonna grab me through my nostrils and pull me over there. But I'm gonna resist the temptation. My auntie's cooking some stewed chicken with white rice. She puts wine and grape juice in it. Oh my God, guys! Wait till we hit Africa. And bring that recipe with me. We're gonna cook some stuff over there. So yeah, look, this is the dilemma. You know, Catholics say the Islamic dilemma. You also have a dilemma. Catholics, you also have a problem. You and the Muslims worship the same God according to this catechism here, according to your popes. According to your popes. According to your archbishop. You are now promoting Islam. Catholics are now promoting Islam. Why? We spoke this morning about how Islam is slowly but surely taking over countries, the Western countries. If you go to UK right now, they have an Islamic problem. It is creeping into where this Archbishop just said, you know, that he's happy that, and the wonderful Imam just spoke. They just opened a huge mosque in Michigan, in Detroit. They went over there to bless this mosque. New York has a Muslim mayor who's going to drive the biggest city in the entire world to the ground. New York City is the Mecca. New York City is where the UN unites. That's where they have the meetings. It's on 2nd Avenue. You see, it's the UN building. That's where all the leaders around the world come to. If you do your history, it wasn't Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States. It used to be New York. It moved to Washington. But it used to be New York. This used to be the capital of the United States. It is the Mecca. The World Trade Center, it's in New York. That's where Bin Laden had those planes run into those buildings. I still remember that like it was yesterday. Me and my wife was pregnant to my firstborn child, my firstborn son. We walked for 9 hours because we couldn't get back to the Bronx. We were in the middle of Manhattan. All of a sudden, the train stopped, and everybody get off the train. The police officers out running with masks. Everybody get off the train. Like, what happened? The train stopped? We're going to wait for the next train. There's no more trains. The transit system is shut down. What is going on? So we walked outside and said, let's go get a cab. Let's go get a taxi to get home. The cars are in standstill. There are cars parked in the middle of the street, no driver. What's going on? We look and we see there's a McDonald's and it's packed. Well, I'm not thinking about anything. I'm thinking about I'm getting hungry and I need coffee. Let's go to McDonald's and get some coffee. Well, McDonald's over here has TVs everywhere, and all the TVs are on this one building that's smoking. Wow. What's going on? A plane ran into the World Trade Center. A plane? Was the pilot blind? This had happened before with the Empire State Building. Did you guys see yesterday these two people on the tippity top of the Empire State Building, and then one proposed to each other? They're in jail. Both of them are right now. What? Good luck. Yeah, yesterday there were two people that went all the way up to the Empire State Building. It's one of the tallest buildings.
Yeah, I saw that.
And there's an antenna.
Had a message or something.
Yeah, and they went all the way to the top. And then when they came down, he proposed to her. So they're celebrating their proposal in jail. They'll be there for probably the next 30 days. It's not a big crime that they committed. It's just trespassing.
What was he trying to say?
I don't know. People are crazy.
What is this?
I heard something about. I saw something about peace. Crazy, no? I saw something about world peace. Like I paused and I made the screen bigger to read. It says something about world peace. I don't know. But that's what they were doing yesterday. It's not a big crime what they did. What's alarming is that they were able to get up there with no resistance. Where was security? Where were these things at? How were they able to climb all the way up there with nobody watching? And the helicopters are flying around like bees, filming them. And anyway, it happened before. This is why these buildings have these long antennas with the light on the top, so planes can see them in the middle of a fog or storm or at night. That's why they made the buildings, and now they have the big antenna so that the World Trade Center have one too. But before the World Trade Center, a plane ran into the Empire State Building and crashed into the top of it. So I remember that seeing that, I said, oh, wow. I thought it was an accident. I didn't think it was a... So I told my wife, I said, oh, you're going to see something big. You're going to see how equipped we are, talking about New York, how equipped we are with putting out these fires. Because my wife asked me, she said, well, how is it that they're going to put out that fire? I said, well, there's going to be a plane that's going to come fly over and throw water. It's going to be a fleet of planes that are going to come drop water. Have you ever seen a forest fire? How they drop the water on the trees and they put out a forest fire? Well, I said that's the same thing is going to happen here. Matter of fact, look at that plane. Look at the plane. That plane is going to. I can't see the plane. I don't know if it's a passenger plane. I don't know if it's a passenger plane or anything. I just see it's a plane. I say, you see that plane right there? That plane right there is going to throw water on the fire. Look at the plane. And it goes right into the other building. Oh, my God. How stupid can these people be? Like, what's going on? Then this lady comes running in. She says, and the Pentagon got hit too. What? What's going on? Then the terrorist thing came up. Oh my. You know what's interesting? I'm going to show you something. Maybe you guys didn't know. You can Google this. So in Zechariah 10, I think, he has a vision. Yeah. I can believe that. Inside job, I can believe that. I don't believe, let me tell you something. I don't believe anything the United States puts out. I don't believe any of it. Because they went to Afghanistan to look for bin Laden, and all of a sudden they went to Iraq. Like, it was just an excuse. I mean, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories, but I am a big conspiracy theorist. I believe nothing that comes out of the United States' mouth. Nothing. Whatever president is there, they have hidden agendas. Anyway, if you see the prophecy in Zechariah, where the prophet, he sits and he gets a vision. A woman named Wickedness. Okay. This woman named Wickedness, he said there's a woman named Wickedness and he's watching her. And there's an ephod. An ephod is like an oil drum, like an oil barrel, but it's made out of glass. That's what an ephod is, right? And he sees two women. These are all women. The women named Wickedness, and there are two women that are coming, and their wings with wings of a stork. And they see these two women grab Wickedness and put her on the ephod and seal her, the ephod, with a talent of lead. So you got to look at this as a Jew, because it's given to a Jew. So these two women have wings of a stork. A stork is an unclean animal to the Jews. So these are not good things. And they're putting Wickedness in an ephod, sealing it. And he said, why dost thou seal the woman Wickedness? He said, so she could be taken back to Shinar to be judged. So what this, and that's it. That's the end of the vision. It doesn't explain it. It doesn't say anything. What's happening here is that God is going to take Wickedness back to the place of judgment to be judged. Shinar is where Babylon is. It's like saying Bronx, New York. Bronx is a city in New York. It's like saying Babylon is a city in Shinar. This woman Wickedness, which I believe is the Catholic Church, is being taken back to Shinar to be judged, back to Babylon to be judged. Why is this interesting with the Twin Towers and with the Pentagon being attacked? Because if you look at the date that it was attacked, both places, 9/11, September 9/11, and September 9/11 in, I think the Pentagon is in Maryland, or around somewhere around there, yeah, Maryland, in that area there. Manhattan was founded, I don't know what year, but it was on September 11th. And the finishing of the construction of the building of Pentagon was finished and opened the doors on 9/11. So it seems that this judgment happened on the day that the city of Manhattan and the building of the Pentagon were founded. This is judgment. Now, it's like man to forget about judgment, right? What did the Pentagon do? They just reconstructed. They're opening again, like business as usual. And the towers were struck. What did New York do? They built another tower. So what? We'll build another one. Now they call it the Freedom Tower. If you've never seen the Twin Towers before they were destroyed. That was a beautiful place. It's beautiful now. I mean, if you go now, they have a greenhouse. It's the only place in New York City where you're gonna find palm trees. Nowhere else in New York City will you find palm trees, but in that greenhouse. That's where you go get your Versace, your Coach, your Ferragamo. That's the place where you go get these things. Gucci, Louis Vuitton. That's the stores that are around that area. Very high rate place. Beautiful. There's yachts parked outside. You go walk around, you see a bunch of these yachts look like better than people's homes. You can see the Statue of Liberty right across. It's a beautiful view. The rent's at like $5,000 a month for maybe a one-bedroom apartment. The view is unbelievable, right off the Hudson.
Where the Hudson?
The Hudson River.
Oh, I thought it was like a group of family, a rich family or something.
Oh, no. You got who you want to know there's the Silversteins. They the ones that own the World Trade Center, most of the buildings there. Donald Trump also owns a lot of property there. A lot of property. Yeah. So, yeah.
No, I hear what you're saying. So, because I hear everything that you're saying, and I'm thinking to myself, I think, is Trump blind as what's happening, bro?
With?
Because Islam is invading the land, and it seems like he's blind to what's happening.
Oh, no. He's not blind. He's blind to the fact what Islam can do. He's not blind to the fact that his thing is about business. It's strictly about business. So he knows that Mandani is going to tear New York to the ground. We've seen that slowly. We see that
the criminal cases that are happening in London and how he doesn't want Islamists to do that in his country.
Yeah.
But he's not doing anything. Like, Islam is prospering.
Because every state, look, he has presidential power, but that's why every state has its mayor and has its governor. He can make a law that the United States, that the New York says, no, we're not taking that law. There's blue states and there's red states. I'm right now in a red state. They don't play no games here. If you steal a candy, you will do time. Over there in New York, you can steal whatever you want, up to $300 or $400, and you won't go to jail.
The issue is, how many years has he got left?
3. He just started. 3. And if he gets voted in again, he has another 4. He could be there for 8 years.
Nah, I don't think he will. The Democrats are gonna come in hard, and if they win,
he is a Democrat. He is a Democrat. This is the thing.
Trump?
Mandani is a Democrat. This is the thing.
Yeah, I know.
New York is a blue state. It's a Democratic state. They're gonna vote for the Democrat. They're not gonna vote for the Republican.
Of course they're gonna vote for him. I was talking about Trump. How many years has he got?
Oh, he's got. He became president again. He became president in 2020. Am I correct? To 2024? No. When did he become president? He's got like 2 more years left.
2023?
No, he became president.
Got like 2 more.
2021
when?
Oh no. He became president in 2024.
2023.
He should be done, and he can't go again. He said, I'm going to see if I could pass a law where I could still be president. But now he's too old, man. He's falling asleep in the meetings.
He's not gonna. Yeah, he's not gonna.
You see him in the meetings and he's like this.
It's just like Biden doesn't work.
Just like Biden. He's too old already. Maybe one of his sons.
The problem that I see is that Now the Democrats are going to take over, and it's going to be done with America. If they take over, they're done. America's going to be done, man. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it's going to be the... So this bad
you don't
things in both
see it in
sides, right?
prophecy.
'Cause
You don't see American prophecy. You don't see this country in prophecy.
I know, but I'm saying that I can see, because look at this. If the Democrats take over, they're going to allow the immigrants in. They're going to legalize all of these things that shouldn't be legalized. They're going to make the laws a bit light, and the country's going to be like England. It's sad.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Only thing here, you see, they have the Second Amendment. That's tough. It's not going to happen like they think it's going to happen. It's going to be tough to do it here.
Take it away, right? Do the Democrats
they can't take that away. They can't take it. Your amendments or your rights, they can never take that away. They could work around them, but they can't take it away. You know, New York just passed a law that you can carry a gun. You can now carry guns. I mean, I can't carry a gun. I'm a criminal. Well, I have a criminal record. I can't carry a gun, even though I still do carry one. I'm in New York, bro.
Yeah, but they allow. Okay, so it's okay. I don't have a problem with that, because that you have to protect yourself. The only issue is I know the Democrats say they say they don't want any guns or like weapons. So do they wanna defund the police, right? I had something.
They want to defund the police.
So who's gonna protect the country?
I don't know. They're gonna have to figure it. Americans are able to protect themselves. It's just gonna be wild. It's gonna be Wild West here. That's
not gonna be easy, man. Because if a woman is out there and someone is a man and they do something, like, police have to be there. Police have to enforce the law. If you defund the police, and let's say they're defunded, the police are no longer working that well and stuff like that, and the laws are limited. Like, I don't know how they think, man. I don't know.
Well, it's not. It's like a country that has a police department that's all corrupted. Same way it's going to work. Like, you have countries that have a beautiful police department, huge, but they're all corrupted. Go to Colombia, see, everybody's bored. Go to Mexico, everybody's bored. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. It's like everywhere else. Only thing here, they're defunding them. I just saw a case. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about that. But you see how the Catholics are not saying anything? They support Islam. These people support Islam. Why isn't the Vatican saying anything?
They're not.
And these are supposed to be Christians.
Does Michael Knowles support this Candice agenda?
I don't know but I don't listen to Michael Knowles, man. He's such an idiot.
Because I know there's a couple of so-called Catholics who probably disagree with it, like Matt Walsh. I don't know whether they disagree with her or not, but it's crazy,
Yeah, he disagrees with her.
He disagrees with her.
He disagrees with her because they were both part of the. This guy, the Jewish guy, what's his name, Ben Shapiro? Yeah. They were both part of that company, and Candace always got fired.
And now,
Matt Walsh doesn't support her because she got fired from,
This is the thing, man. For me, it's all an agenda. That now the Vatican is involved in all of this. That now Catholics are supporting Islam. And she's a proponent of this false idea. It's like she now hates Christians. You're saying that the things that happened in Nigeria were not true. You know how crazy that is? When Islam are literally butchering people here. It's crazy. These things are happening, and he's feeding these things to so-called Catholics and people and Christians. And they support her. Like, oh yes, it wasn't true, it wasn't actually Muslims, and it wasn't, like, what? You know how many Christians die in that country and they have no one to protect them? and she calls herself a Christian. If you were to go back 4 years ago, she would have said a completely different thing. But today, she has to devalue the testimony of Christians and support Muslims. This is why this is the mouth of a snake. It's not only her, there's many, and they're going to continue to
Catholics.
do so.
Catholics complete.
They're going to do so.
They have split tongues. Catholics. We just heard the Archbishop say that God bless the mosque. They serve the one God. That's what they said. That's what he said. The Pope just said that in the mosque you can find the Most High God in your life. What? This is insane. This is Catholic propaganda. They're promoting Islam. And then you find these people, these heretics, these absolute hypocrites of the Bible, debating Muslims. But you're the same thing. No Catholic can explain this catechism. Not one. What they're going to do is, yes, we worship the one God. They just do it erroneously. What? You bring a Muslim up here, there's no way we worship Yahweh. No way. But the Catholic says, yes, we worship the God you worship. The Muslims say, we don't worship your God. No, but we worship the God you worship. The one God that you worship. That's what they say. They have to complicate. Yes, we worship. All of the Catholics that come here, all of them, they worship the same God. Yet they want to go on Catholic and Muslim lives and debate Muslims. That's why I give all information. Like, he hasn't messaged me in a long time. Apex Muslim. He hasn't messaged me, but when he did message me, I gave him everything. Look, this is what they believe. This is what they say, that both of you serve the same God. Or why would you? I went into I actually did it to troll, but I did it anyway. I went to Apex was debating. I forgot what Catholic they were debating. I started gifting Apex Muslim. I just kept gifting them. Are you a Christian? Yes, I'm not a Catholic. I'm a Christian. What's the difference? We started debating in the chats. I don't have a dog in this fight. Both of you are heretical. Both of you are. I don't have a dog in this fight. There's no Christian up there. That's a Catholic. He's not a Christian. There's no Christianity there. You guys are Muslim. You guys invented Islam. This is why now it's coming to fruition. Now you defend Islam. Now you claim to have the same God. This is Catholicism for you. Do you have any Catholics that want to come up and have a discussion about this catechism? If you don't, we can have any discussion you want of any topic you want from Catholicism. Any one of them. And we see if they're true. Any topic you like. Doesn't matter. We could go straight down the line and show you that every single teaching of your church is heretical. Every single one. None of them are true. You see, I see some Catholics. No Catholics on the chat. They don't come here. Not to this place. They can't. We're going to hold your feet to the fire. These topics don't help you. Absolutely don't help you. You have the same God. You and them. This is an astonishing statement. Even Chuck Missler said this in 2003. Watch in the future the joining of these two No. You see, you're wrong. We let you talk. This is not a Catholic Live. Look, come up. Don't make statements. Come up, prove it. I'll let you talk. We always let everybody talk. Is that it's impossible for you to be coherent. You cannot be. You're a Catholic. You don't even understand what we're saying. You don't understand what we're saying. When we ask you a question, we expect an answer to the question, not for you to take it somewhere else. Who told you to pray to Mary? Your answer to that is, are the saints that are alive? That's not what we asked you. That's a different question. That's a different question. You see how you don't come up? I invited you to come up. You see how you don't come up? Because you know you don't have an answer to these questions. You don't have an answer. So since you don't have an answer, what you do is you gaslight. Oh, well, you guys don't let nobody talk. How many times you been to this live? Look, Protestant cowards, I just invited. Let's see who the coward is. I just invited him. Hey, he came up.
Hi, Protestant coward. Hi, coward. Why you scared from
okay,
Catholic?
wait. Hold on. Let's just have a conversation. Hey, don't show your ugly face, man. You're a very ugly man.
Why you make mute?
Wait, you're a very ugly man. You should not go out in public like that. When you go outside, you need to put a bag over your face. It should be illegal for you to walk out of the house. It should be illegal. It should be a crime to look like you and be able to come out your house. That should be one of the amendments of the United States. I don't know who told you to open your camera. I don't know who told you that. This should be a crime. Matter of fact, I should press charges on you for opening your camera on my live. You scare most of the people away. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do stuff like that, man. Anyway, I could go in for days talking about, it looks like somebody hit you with a bag of nickels all over your face. Or you splashed Marion milk all over your face this morning. So, I wanted to talk to him, but that guy is impossible to talk. He just starts yapping and talking and yapping and talking and yapping and talking. I'm a coward, but he can't answer a question. But I'm the coward. I entertain him. You can come back up. You can come up. Let me see. We have a mute button. We do have a mute button where, Phil.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry, buddy. I was liking it and I didn't mean to. I'm at work. I listen to you guys all the time. I'm so sorry.
No problem, Phil. No problem. It's fine. When I saw Phil, I said, no, Phil's a homeboy. He's one of the homies. I figured it was a mistake. Yeah, I mean, we want some Catholics to come up and describe their demonic situation. You don't have to cry, man. You don't have to cry. Now you good, Phil. You good. It was a pleasure having you up here. Actually, it was an honor to hear you speak. I never heard you speak before. That was a pleasant delight. God bless you, brother. We love you too, bro. Thank you for your support.
On Saturday, we open lives. I think every Christian should be there. And if it be some of the people who haven't heard speak, you guys should be there, man.
Yeah, we want to hear you. On Saturdays, we started opening lives so everybody could come up. We would like to hear how you sound. I forgot how beautiful T sounds. I haven't heard her speak in so long. I forgot how her voice is. I told, is she here? Yeah, I think she's here. She's here somewhere. She's quiet. So you guys can Saturdays. You guys can come up, and I want to hear you guys speak. What your thoughts are. We'll let you take a shot at a Catholic if he comes up. You can do that. We gotta have some fun on Saturdays. We gotta have some fun. So we're opening at same time, 12, and we'll go from there. We'll see what we do here. So This is the thing about Catholics, that they will never answer your question. Never. Like when you ask a Protestant something, I got to stop saying Protestant, because Protestants are Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons. When you ask a Christian something, a born-again Christian, when you ask them something, they go right to the Bible and they show you. When you ask a Catholic, they don't answer. They ask you a question. Because depending on your answer to the question they ask you, they're going to form their answer to what you believe. That's how Satan works. Oh, so did God really tell you that you would die? He knows if you eat of the fruit, you're going to know as much as he does. You see how he conformed her answer to what he's going to say now, to his answer? She told him something, and he asked a question. Just like Catholicism. You ask him something, they ask you another question. Then, who told you to pray to Mary? Are the saints dead or alive? Catholicism, matter of fact, you know what? Let me do something here. Let me do something here. Let's see if this, because from here we could go everywhere. Oh, Netflix got a new movie. I'm watching that after the live. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Because I did something cute here, which I think was very clever by me. Let me not just toot my horn, but something very clever. Let me see if I can bring it up. Not that one. Not that one. For you that didn't come and weren't here in the morning, we have extraordinary news. Let me just relay this news to you. In case you weren't here, pay attention to what I'm going to say. This is shocking and, well, not shocking, but it's beautiful news that I think most of you followers are going to. Is it this one? No, what am I doing? Sorry, these are my flights. I don't know what I did here. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. I thought that was the one. It's one of the flights I took. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for the delay, but I just want to change the prompt. Let me put this one on. Couldn't find the one that I was looking for. It's different. But for you that weren't here this morning, we have a new addition to the Sola Scriptura Podcast. Very exciting news. Our brother Shalom has just begotten a baby boy today. His name is Samuel, nicknamed Sola. And Shalom, I'm not going to give you Shalom's last name. So, exciting news. This is double exciting for me because baby Sola was born on the same day that my son was born. Today is my son's 23rd birthday. That means that me and the director of this podcast will be linked together forever. Isn't that cool? God ordained 23 years ago at 10 o'clock at night, when I'm taking a shower and I have conditioner on my hair, I've been using Men's Dove shampoo, conditioner, and soap for like 20-something years. The one that says fresh scent. The soap has like little rocks in it, so it scrapes everything that's your dead skin or whatever the case may be. But I remember having that on my head, the conditioner. Because, you wash your hair first, and then if you read the conditioner, it's funny things when you're sitting on the toilet, the things that you read. So I didn't have nothing to read, so I read the conditioner bottle. And it says, you should leave it on your hair for the good 3 to 5 minutes. So that's my process. I wash my face first, then I wash my hair. Once I finish washing my hair, I put conditioner on. And then I start washing the rest of my body. So while I have the conditioner on, my phone is ringing. At that time, there were Nextels. I don't know how many of you remember Nextel. And it was like a walkie-talkie phone at the same time. Well, I knew that my wife was going to be in labor. So I had the phone in the windowsill of the bathroom just in case. And let alone when I have my conditioner on, my phone rings. I say, hello? Where are you? She's screaming. Where are you? You know, both my kids, she blamed me for it. It's your fault. Yeah, it was on purpose. We both agreed. Like, what? Yeah, I remember the nurse laughing. What? Whose fault? What? It was funny. I mean, anyway, whatever. It's your fault. Where are you? She's screaming. I'm in labor. I didn't even dry myself. I put on a shirt and I put on a pair of shorts. It was summer. It was July 2nd. I put a pair of shorts on, slippers. I jumped on my car and I zipped over there. It was on the other side of town. At this point, she's already in the hospital, and I flew. I got there. It usually takes 20 minutes to get there to the hospital. I got there by like 9 minutes. I was eating lights. I was just, if the cops were going to try to stop me, they're going to have to chase me. That's all I had in my mind. They're going to have to chase me. They're going to have to stop me in the hospital. I got there. Thank God, nothing happened. I got up there. And my head is still full of conditioner. And with the doctor saying, oh, you smell so good in here. I had conditioner on, so they gave me a towel to wipe it off, whatever the case may be. God ordained at that same time, he already had ordained, Shalom's kid will be born 23 years later on the same day. I believe God that way. I believe God. God ordained before the creation of the world that Shalom's baby and my son would be born on the same day. He ordained that already. This is how I believe God. This is how I believe God works. Not only that, we're Christians. You know, there's some Christians.
You're right, brother.
There's some Christians. Let me just tell you guys something, just in case you guys don't realize this. You know, you're not going to have a liking to all Christians. Like, the brother's a little tough. The thing with that is that just realize that they're going to be your brothers for eternity. Whether you like them or not, they're going to be your brothers for eternity. Let me see, am I missing something? Oh, yeah, I am. Who's this? No, don't tell me. No way. No.
Hey, my brother, how are you?
Oh, my God. All right, listen. We're going to try to I'm just going to give you one shot. One shot. We're going to have this conversation. We're going to take one shot. I don't want to see that you're your 1930 computer doesn't load for half an hour, we're not going to give you that shot no more. So this is the topic. You and the Muslims worship the same God. You can't prove anything about Mary. To me, you can see it that you said it took like an hour for you to because you're Catholic. You can't be a Catholic and a Christian at the same time. That's impossible. It's like trying to mix oil and water.
I hear you.
So your catechism says that you and the Muslims worship the same God. Is this true?
No, it shows that they're looking for the creator, the same creator. But they're confused. The Muslims, they don't believe that God called Jesus God in the Holy Bible. They don't understand that. So I always tell them, hey man, let me ask you a question. Is your God the same God as Yahweh? And some of them say yes. Some of them say no. And the ones that say no, I say, hey man, why you even talk about our God and the Bible if it's not the same God? Stay with your religion. They don't know what to say. But the ones who say yes, those are the ones that get a can of whip ass to them, you know? I tell them, oh yeah, well, Jesus called God the Father, right? So he can't be a Muslim because no Muslim calls God the Father, Allah the Father. And second of all, God called Jesus God in the Old Testament and the New Testament. And
let's see what your catechism says about what you just said, right? Yeah. You said the ones that agree get a can of whip butt. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, no, the Muslims, but
your catechism also agrees that you have the same God.
Oh yeah, no, they're looking for the same God. I mean, let's
see what it says. Let me read.
What is it? Let me look it up with you because you know what? I forgot about that.
No, I put it on the screen. Catechism 841.
Oh, we got a Muslim on the channel. This is my Muslim friend. Oh, okay. This is what I'm talking about.
I need you to prove everything you just said.
Catechism 841.
841. He's gonna pull it up. I'm gonna say verbatim. I know that catechism, like I know God is love in the verse in the Bible. So wait, hold on. The catechism says.
What was it? Let me look it up too real quick.
841. Do you have your computer on?
Yeah, I do, man. Thank God.
Oh, thank Jesus. So Catechism CCC 841. You can Google it. It'll pop right up.
Wait a second. Let me get that one up. Okay, yeah, of course. This is the one. Yeah. See, the Muslims are, they're spiritually close.
Let's read it. Let's read it first. And then you said that the Muslims that agree that you have the same God, you start whipping them. So we're gonna read what it says first before we go anywhere. This catechism says the church's relationship with the Muslims. The plan of salvation also includes those who acknowledge the Creator. In the first place, amongst who are the Muslims. These profess to hold the faith of Abraham, and together with us, they adore the one merciful God, man's judge on the last day. So let's exegete this. This says those who acknowledge the Creator. It doesn't say those who are looking for the Creator. It says those who acknowledge the Creator. This first sentence says that the Muslims are saved because they acknowledge this Creator. All right.
Yes.
Who's this Creator that the Muslims acknowledge for salvation?
Yahweh.
All right. So do the Muslims worship Yahweh?
No, they don't.
So
That's
no. The problem lies in your catechism. Your catechism says that they have salvation because they acknowledge this Creator. You said they don't worship Yahweh. You said the Creator is Yahweh, specifically Jesus Christ. All things were created through Him and for Him, and not nothing that was created if it wasn't for Him. Right? So the Christians, the Bible says that Jesus is the Creator. Do they believe that Jesus is the Creator?
The Muslims?
Yeah.
Of course they don't.
All right. So this catechism says they have salvation.
Doesn't that get you upset though?
No, of course not. I don't believe this crap.
Doesn't that get you upset?
Wait, hold on. Hey, hold on. Is this catechism true?
What?
Is the catechism true?
Is the catechism? Of course it's true. It's right in front of your face.
All right. Okay. So this is saying that, and you're saying that the creator is not Jesus. Their creator is Allah. That's who their creator is. And this catechism says that they acknowledge that creator. That's the creator they acknowledge. And you and them adore the one merciful God, which is for them, Allah. Because the ones that they acknowledge for salvation is Allah, it's not Jesus. So your catechism is saying that because they acknowledge this creator, Allah, you and them worship the one merciful God, man's church on the last day. That's what it says. So congratulations, you're a Muslim.
Hey, nice try, my friend. Nice try, bro. I tell you what, you're out there, brother. You're out there. But hey, let's study this together.
Okay.
Let's study it together.
Yeah. So who's the creator that the Muslims acknowledge? Who is he?
Okay. The Catholic Magisterium.
No. Listen to my question.
We settled on it's the same God, right? This is the official.
No.
But let me speak,
Let's
bro.
go through it. I am going to let you speak. I want to go through this methodically. Let's go census by census. Who is this creator that the Muslims acknowledge?
This is the problem. They acknowledge that there's a creator, but they believe in the wrong creator.
That's not what this catechism is saying.
That's how simple it is.
No, you're saying that.
They're trying to. It's true.
All right, so I would believe you. The problem with this is that when you end this catechism, it says that both of you adore this one creator. Who's this creator that both of you adore?
Let me ask you a question. Are you a Muslim?
You see, there's another question. I'm asking you. No, that has nothing to do. I believe in pink elephants with their trunk up. That's what I believe. So one second. Who's this creator that you both acknowledge for salvation? That's what this says. Both of you adore the same creator.
Everyone agrees that Muslims and Christians both claim to worship that one creator, right?
No, I don't agree with that.
The monotheistic God of Abraham, okay? Not two different creators, no different creators, right?
No.
You agree that, right?
No, I don't agree with nothing.
You have to agree with that first.
No,
that's what the catechism is saying.
No, I don't have to agree with that.
You have to agree with that first, right?
I don't agree with nothing that your catechism says.
Let me explain to you why it's saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody thinks Islam is worshiping another deity. The way the ancient, the Israelites did, right? That contrasted, that contradicted Yahweh with Baal. Do you know who Baal is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. When the description of the Creator diverges sharply between the Trinitarian and the oneness of Muslim, incarnation and the denial of it, spirit versus transcendent, which is Allah, is not even in the omnipresent, it's transcendent. Okay? Is it the same God? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, good. Now, it's the same being, though.
No.
The understanding of that being is that.
No.
You think the God of the Quran is the same as the God of the Bible? You think the God of the Quran is the same as the God of the Bible?
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think it's the same God?
No, don't ask me anything.
No, we're asking you.
Come on, man. Come on.
We already said no, because the God of the Quran is Satan.
I'm giving you pearls.
Forever.
A lot of pearls, and giving us. So, is it the same God to
Forever.
you? Yes.
Listen to what I'm saying. No,
please, man. Don't run. Don't run. You're jumping over there. Is it the same God?
I said no. I just said no.
If it's not the same God,
no,
then we go back to
wait a second. Wait, it's not the same God. The God of the Quran is Satan. That is who revealed that book. It is Satan. It wasn't Jesus Christ. It wasn't the Father. It wasn't the Holy Spirit. You're blaspheming God. You're saying the God of the Quran is the same as the God of the Bible.
But this is the problem with the Muslim Islam. Allah says he's the God of this world in the Quran. So in the Bible, Satan is the God of this world. So that means that the devil is your God, Allah.
He's also your God too. You say you worship the same God. You say you worship the same God as the Muslims.
That's like spitting in the air.
Listen. It says that both of you worship the same God. Yes?
Yeah.
Does this catechism say you both worship the same God?
But didn't we just go through this? Or
does this catechism say that you both adore the same God?
Okay, every Muslim and everyone agrees that the Muslim, the Christians.
They have, I don't know, they speak. You say something once and then he says something else different.
Yeah, no.
By the way, yeah,
I told you I was going to give it just one chance.
But he's done.
Yeah,
but look at this. He just said the God of Islam is Satan. But his catechism says it has the same God. You see how delusion works? He just said the creator is Yahweh. And he acknowledges that they don't believe in Yahweh and they don't acknowledge him. This is how delusion works, guys. Where you make two statements that are just contradicting each other and you don't even see the issue with what you're saying.
It's a tough work to hear that, to even hear that. I had a woman come up here and tell me that Allah is Jesus' father.
I hate it very much because that's just they blaspheme Christ. These Catholics, they have no respect for God. Every statement that they make when you ask them about 841 is always blasphemy. Like, do you know the seriousness of Islam, how evil it is? It was literally founded by Satan, and you are saying that God is the same as the God that we worship? It's sad, man.
I had a Catholic woman say that. Yes, I dropped her. I said, what? No, wait, you have to prove. Wait, you know what? No. I'm not even taking it. Get out. Get out. Pack your bags. Pack. I'm packing you up. Out of here. There's no. Pack it up. Get out of my life. You liar. That Allah was the father of Jesus. This is a Catholic talking. What comes out of Catholic's mouth is just complete, utter blasphemy. Is what comes out of their mouth.
And he's laughing. You know, this is very satanic, man. He's laughing at all of these things like it's funny. You're comparing the God of the Bible to the God of the Quran. And then you say the God of the Quran is Satan. And when we show you that this is wrong, because that means you worship Satan, you laugh.
I saw him yesterday on the live. I forgot what live he was on, but I saw him yesterday. The dude, he was there 2 minutes. Oh no, you gotta be a troll. Get out of here. Just like that. He didn't even give. You see how we let him talk here? We let him say his stupidness and his blasphemy. And the other live, they didn't let him. As soon as he opened it, nah, you gotta be a troll, man. Get out of here. They kicked him out. And he was just saying, oh, I keep getting messages. Everybody wants me to be on their live. Yeah, To troll?
What?
That's what he said.
Everyone wants to be you to be on their live.
Everybody wanted him to be on their live. What are you talking about?
Probably talking about Muslims.
You know what you're talking about.
No, I
work.
I think when Christ comes back, a lot of people are gonna be shocked. You know what comes out of your mouth? The scripture says people will be judged based on every word that came out of their mouth. A lot of people are gonna be shocked. You say these things. This is why I don't take Catholicism seriously. It's because it's blasphemy. Like to say it's this. This is why I can never say that a Jehovah's Witness has the same Jesus that I have, or that they worship the same Jehovah. No, they worship Satan. That's not Jesus from their Bible. The one who's not God. The one where they change verses and change certain things to fit their narrative. That's not Jesus. It's the same with the Mormons. How can you commune and chill with them and say, oh, this is my friend? What? You're talking about a Mormon. Someone who believes that the Father was once a man and he ascended to become a God. And this man, the millions and millions of gods. This is sad, man.
Mila, what's up, man? Man, I don't know. Ma'am, I guess? Hello?
Or maybe she requested by mistake. And she doesn't know how to drop. Are you here, Lila? Or should we drop you?
Hello? Are you mute?
You can request up again, okay? Request up again if you really wanted to come up. Request. Local churches. I don't think we can go into an area. Maybe you can find. Maybe there's a few areas where you're unable to find churches, local churches. But that's no excuse to say, "Oh, I'm not gonna go and fellowship with others." If you don't want to, it's your decision. But I don't. For me, where I live, I can go take a drive of 10 minutes or something. I can find a church, a good church, in fact, that teaches truth. Is it like that in the US or is it bad? Like there's no churches?
Everybody's compromised. If you go to a church because of the church, you're compromised. Bro, all churches, man. You're going to find heresy in every church.
Yeah, what I'm referencing is that are there no good churches out there that are like preaching the gospel? Like is every church like...
Yeah, no.
Is it no go zone?
Both of the churches I go to here in Florida and in New York, they preach the blood of Christ, which is the most important thing that you have to preach. It's how you get salvation. It's through the blood of Christ. They preach repentance. They preach you to come to Christ. But they don't have doctrines that are... I don't agree with. I just don't agree with them. I don't find them in Scripture, so I don't agree with them. But they
do
preach
doctrines.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. If I go to a church and let's say that the church preaches the blood of Jesus and they do all of that, and they also believe that women shouldn't wear makeup or stuff like that, or that's not a sinful doctrine, though it is a legalistic doctrine and it's false, but it's not a heretical church. If you go to a church and the church teaches that, there's many pastors who say things that are maybe not true, to some extent, they're just being legalistic and stuff like that. But to say that you can't fellowship with other believers at all because there's no churches out there, it's just ridiculous. It's not possible. There's I'm in South Africa right now. If I want a church that is good, that has good teachings, I can go and find it and fellowship with other believers. Like very close. I don't think any, like the US, Like when you went to Florida, like the churches that you found, when you found those churches there, were they very far from you?
No, it's like 3 minutes, 5 minutes away. There's another one, little more, much more fancier church, but that's too far. I'm not going to travel that. I have one here. It's 5 minutes.
Yeah. So you fellowship with other believers. There's
Yeah,
prayer.
of course. Yeah.
There's everything.
Like
That's
yesterday.
all it's about. This is what we Christians should do.
Yesterday we have I give Bible studies on the Wednesdays and on Sundays, but not on Sundays is my pastor. He's the one that gives the Bible study and sermons. What I take in high honor is that he always says, Sundays is not for no pastor to preach. I would never give my mic up on Sundays, which I agree. Sundays it should be the teaching, the pastor instructing the church. I agree with that. But when he can't make it on a Sunday, he calls me to give the sermon or the Bible study. I take that in high honor, not as being prideful, but as in high honor, and it humbles me because he doesn't give it to there's a pastor, a co-pastor, meaning the co-pastor is there for the absence when the pastor can't make it. My pastor's there every day, but on the days that he can't make it, that's the coffee. On the days that he can't make it, the co-pastor takes over. He takes over with the devotional, the testimonies, the offering. But when it comes time to the sermon, he tells the co-pastor to give it to me. So on Sundays they'll have Bible studies from what we say is 8:30 in the morning till usually 10 o'clock to 10:30. Those 2 hours are for Bible study. Then everybody goes home and gets ready for the service. The devotional and stuff like that at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Usually I don't go to that, but I do attend the Bible study. On Wednesdays I give the Bible study. This past couple of Wednesdays we haven't had any because of here when it rains, it means rain. It's not even visible. You can't even see the street. You can't even see it. It is so heavy. So my roof here is out of metal. This is an extension to the house. It's supposed to be the studio, but I'm making it into a bedroom. This here is the ceiling is of metal tin. When the rain hits it, only thing you can spend is maybe like 20 minutes here, and you start, especially if you sit in that chair that's right there, you're gonna start because it'll put you. The rain in that chair will put you to sleep, especially if you ate a lot. It will put you to sleep. So I take that as an honor that he allows me to give Bible study, and that's how, and in New York too. In New York, I give the Bible study on Sundays, regardless. They have section for over here. This church don't have that. They don't have, they separate the women from the men, from the youth, from the kids. They don't do that here. They give it completely, everybody. In New York, they have the youth, then they have the gentlemen, then they have the women. Then they're now. When I spoke to my pastor last, maybe like a week and a half ago, he said that now they're making a Bible study for the deacons, for the leaders of the church. Like there's a title of missionary, a title of light workers, a title of workers, evangelists, deacons. So it's a big group. They're going to start getting different type of Bible studies. He asked me if I want to be down with it. He said, "Yo, you want to be down?" That's how he talk. You want to be down? Like, it's New York. That's how they talk. You want to be down? You know, I could put you in. I could pencil you in as a pastor. When you coming back? I'll be back on the 18th, but I'm going to Africa. Oh yeah, I remember the trip you have to Africa. I said, maybe when I come back, I don't know how long I'll be in New York after that. I'm going to be in New York for a while before I come back to Florida. I got to take care of a couple of things over there, like very dear stuff. And then he asked me if I wanted to take Bible. Of course, Bible study is what I love to do, man. Preaching is not my calling. Singing is definitely not my calling. I sing in the shower and it throws me water. Imagine what you guys would throw at me if I was to sing. That's not my calling. I'm not a prophet. I don't have the gift of healing. Look. You know what I was thinking for the other day? That I have the gift of healing. I have the gift of healing. I have the gift of prophecy. I have the gift of interpreting tongues. Those are gifts of the Holy Spirit. We all have the gift of healing. We all have the gift of tongues. We all have the gift of interpreting tongues. We all have the gift of knowledge. It's one spirit. God uses whomever he chooses to use at the moment. What are you telling me? That if there's no prophet around, or somebody has the gift of prophecy, that God can't give you a prophecy to give to someone? So God is going to stay silent because there's nobody with the gift of prophecy? I mean, that's what I think. I mean, that's what I can deduce from Scripture. We're all prophets. We're all called to. And James says, if somebody's sick, bring them to the elders. Bring them to the elders. And pray for them so God can heal them. We all have the same spirit. All of us do. All of us do. That's what I believe. I don't believe that any individual has, one single gift. They'll say, I am a prophet. I am a prophet. I am, God called me for. Jesus said that the law and the prophets was to John the Baptist. Who made you a prophet then? There's a gift of prophecy. It doesn't mean you're a prophet because you prophesy. I got corrected for, I wish I spoke tongues. I always said, I wish I spoke. But I used to make fun of people that spoke. I went to a live, I always say this, I went to a live one time that it was 8 people on the panel and they were all speaking tongues. What are you saying? What are you saying? And then I wrote in the comments, who's being edified here? I was muted quickly. No, don't let this guy talk too much. Everybody's speaking tongues at the same time. Paul says that. Paul said not all speak at one time. No more than 3. One at a time. That just tells me that you can quench that. You don't, it's not like something comes over and you burst speaking tongues. No. That's not what the Bible teaches. Why is everybody speaking tongues? The gifts are to edify the church. I can't hear you. You're breaking. There it goes, better. Do I believe in speaking tongues? 100%. I wish I did. I wish I can pray. And because it says it speaks of groanings that are secret. What? I want to be, I love gossip. I want to hear what the Spirit has to say to God. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Gossip, listen, when I say I love gossip, is that gossip is extremely bad. Very bad. It's just entertaining. That's all I say. It's bad, but it's entertaining. Do I indulge gossiping? When somebody, oh, this brother, no, listen. Hold up. Did you speak to your brother about that first? Before you bring it to me? Did you tell him? Tell him first, and then come tell me. Then we can all speak together. But tell him first. But it's entertaining. Really? Really? Wow. I'm just kidding. That's a Spanish saying. It says in Spanish, el bochinche es malo pero entretiene. But it entertains. That's what the Spanish say. That's where I get it from. Do we have any Catholics that who is muted? Who is muted?
Mine keeps on saying Paul's letters are corrupt. It's the same guy was talking about denominations. Brother, you need salvation first, because it's not whatever you believe in is not Christ. If you believe that the letters that are found in the Bible, which were written by the Apostle Paul, are false, then you need salvation.
That means they don't believe in the Bible. They don't believe, because Paul's letters are strong. You know, Paul doesn't play. Look, I told you this before. If you want to pack a church, give a Bible study in the book of Revelation. The church will be packed, because they'll be terrified of their life. But if you want to empty the church, give a Bible study in the book of Romans. You can't handle that book. Who are the just? That's what the whole book of Romans is about. Who are the just? That's tough. That's tough. That's your measurement stick. The book of Romans is your measuring stick. This is what a justified person is. He made a trilogy on that verse, on Habakkuk 2:4. That's the verse that started the Reformation. That's the verse that Martin Luther cannot rationalize. The monk told him, how could he would go to a priest. If you read Martin Luther's story, he would go to a priest every day to confess something. And the priest got so tired of him. It says, either go commit a sin worth confessing or don't bother me again. Don't even bother me. Stop coming over here for these little things. Oh, I desired candy, or I desired go commit a sin and then come confess, but don't bother me no more. Then a monk tells him, well, your problem is, what's going to answer your problem is Habakkuk 2:4. The just shall live by faith. This is in the Old Testament, where they were still under the law. Habakkuk 2:4 says that. Paul writes a trilogy on that verse. The just shall live by faith. Who are the just? That's what the book of Romans says. That the verse is quoted in chapter 1. I think 118. No. 19, 18, somewhere around there. That the just shall live by faith. I might get the text wrong, but it's in the book of Romans. Who are the just? That's what the book of Romans can explain to you. What is faith? That's what the book of Hebrews is going to talk about. The testimony of faith. What is faith? It tells you the conviction of things not seen. Listen to that. Faith is the conviction of something you haven't seen. That's what faith is. And Paul explains what faith is. And how would the just live by faith? That's what the book of Galatians is about. And in Galatians chapter 3, you find that verse again. The just shall live by faith. One verse, he wrote 3 different books. Romans, Galatians, and the book of Hebrews. And the just shall live by faith. Not by works, like the Catholic Church teaches. That's what drove Martin Luther crazy. That verse is what started the Reformation. Read Martin Luther's history. Read his. How many of you have read his 95 Theses? What he wrote on the Gutenberg. So the 95 Theses being hammered to the door of the Gutenberg. The Gutenberg was a church where it was a place where you debated your theologies. That's why he hammered it there. He put his 95 Theses and nobody answered it. No one defined the Catholic Church. They made him try to make him burn those theses. No, burn it or we're going to execute you. And it wasn't because he was in favor of other kings. It's why Martin Luther's life was saved. Because he knew people in high places. You know, when they called him, he showed up. They summoned him. He showed up. He said, here I stand. I can't do no more. Here I stand. I can't do no more. In other words, I'm here. Whatever happens after this, happens. It's the same language as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Whether God delivers us from this fire or not, we're not going to worship your God. Quick quiz. Can somebody write the names of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in Hebrew? What were the Hebrew names? Think about that for a second. That wasn't their names. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was not their names. That was their Babylonian names. They had Hebrew names. Google, come on, quickly, Google. Daniel's name was not Belteshazzar. It was Daniel. But the king named them Belteshazzar to hide their identity of being Hebrews. Just quick little questions we should ask each other. We should be biblically knowledgeable to understand these questions. Why these things happen? Why is it that their names are changed? How are the Hebrews always being persecuted throughout their history? Even today. Even today. So we have a topic, Catholics are not Christians. You know what's funny? They know they're not Christians. They know that. They know they are not Christians. You know, some of them say the truth. You say, are you Christian? No, I'm Catholic. You're correct. I like that answer. I like that answer. Catholics are not Christians. Okay. I know. I'm not a Christian, I'm a Catholic. You know, it's terrifying that our administration right now is a Catholic administration. Vance is Catholic, Marco Rubio is Catholic, the defense secretary is Catholic. Out of the 5 offices, the Speaker of the House is Catholic. These are devout Catholics. I'm not talking about Catholics by name. I'm talking about these are devout Catholics. It's worrisome. You know, oh, you guys have Muslim men. What's worse if we have Catholic? You know what's interesting now? When John F. Kennedy became president, the Congress sat him down and told him, you cannot take orders from the Vatican. That's one condition. Once he won the presidency, that's one condition they gave him. You have to swear an oath that you're not going to take orders from the Vatican, because he was a devout Catholic. You're not going to take orders from the Vatican. Look it up. You can Google this right now, 1963. You can Google it. It'll tell you. I tell you guys, just keep your fingers on Google. I'm going to give you a history lesson.
I wanted to show you something, right, Ted?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me, guys? Because I have bad connection all this time. I of course I didn't get like the true research and everything. Everything is on the PC, but it's verified, it's true, and next time I'll bring the actual sources. News articles and everything are recorded on this. So a pastor, Rossetti, was stripped of his rights as an exorcism and of his position because of what? Saying that UFO sightings and UFOs are demons. Tete, can you remove the only Catholic request? Put it to the side. I wanna read this. I just wanna read this. Okay, so this is what happened in Washington. The Archbishop of Washington removed this man in late May, or starting of June, after he said that UFOs are demons and every UFO sighting it's blurry. How do I expand it? Let me try and expand it for you guys. This happened this year, for those wondering. This happened this year. Just gonna mess up your whole live data. Let me just do like this. How do you expand this thing? Let me try and expand myself. Okay. Hope the people would see this. Okay, Tete, can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
It says the Catholic Archdiocese of Washington dismissed Monsignor Stephen Rossetti from his role as an exorcist in June 2026 after he posted a video stating that probably many of, or not most of, the UFO sightings are effect demons. Now, Stephen Rossetti was speaking the truth. These UFO are demons. But he was stripped and removed from his role and his position. Why? Because he said something that was true, that UFOs are demons. Why is the Catholic Church defending entities that we do not know, that we know are not of God? The incident in late May, social media happened when he posted something. Cardinal Robert and Mark Elroy stripped Rossetti of his exorcism duties and severed ties with his non-profit, the St. Michael Center of Spiritual Renewal. The reason, Mark Elroy stated that linking UFOs to demonic, so this is what the Archbishop says. He said, Mark Elroy stated that linking UFOs to the demonic gravely undermines the Church's very premise teaching on the devil, demons, and exorcism. So because he said that these are demons, then it was wrong. And the Archbishop said, because you said this, you are undermining the Church's teaching on devil, demons, and exorcism. What? Now, let me finish with this, right? Because this is the last screenshot that I have. But I will bring up the news articles and everything, and the video where the priest is talking about this. Let me put up the last screenshot. Okay. So the aftermath of this, you know what this priest did after saying the truth and he was stripped of his role? You know what he did, Tete?
What do you do?
He went back and he apologized. And he said he was wrong and submitted to the church. You are submitting to a church that teaches you that demons are not actually demons. This is satanic, guys. There's no entity in this world other than humans that can come into this world that is not demonic unless it's an angelic person. But angels from God, they announce themselves as angels. There's no entity, no UFO, extraterrestrial, that can be anything else other than demonic. But these people stripped this man of his role and he went back and he submitted. You see what happens when you submit to a church rather than submitting to Christ? You're compromising now. This is what I wanted to show you, because I said I was going to show you, brother. Last time I think I couldn't show you. But this is what happened. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy. How do you change this? Modify.
They want to. I was looking for my. I don't find it. I had an article about how they want to. They want to baptize the aliens when they come. You know, the Vatican is waiting for aliens. You guys, you can Google this, man. This is, if you really want to know about Catholicism, we have, you don't, before you have to go through encyclopedia after encyclopedia after encyclopedia. You don't have to do this. It's right in the tip of your fingers. If you don't do it now, it's just because you're lazy. They want to baptize the aliens. They have. They're company with this. They're together with this company that has a telescope in the Vatican called Lucifer. That's what it says. That God, they have a telescope that it says it's Lucifer. This is a problem.
Are you saying that God only created us? What are you talking about? Who created demons and everything? Did they just originate as demons, or were they angelic creatures in heaven? We're not saying they're not creatures that were created by God. We are saying this is not of God. It's demonic. Oh my goodness.
Oh, God didn't create them. God didn't create them. These are what they used to call before, Nephilim. That's what they are. They're Nephilim. That's what they are. And your church endorses this. Your church is absolutely disgusting. Let me just say that. Absolutely disgusting. That's what your church is. You have a disgusting religion. That's not Christianity. That's a different religion. It's not the same one. It's not the same as Christianity. You have a different gospel, a different Christ, a different Mary. Everything's different over there. A different priesthood. None of these exist in the Bible. Nothing that you preach. Nothing that you teach. That's why when you come and say I'm a Catholic, I say I'm sorry to hear that, because I know you've been fooled. None of this you can prove through Scripture. Absolutely nothing. I was looking for I had the article that they want to baptize aliens by the bishops. Why shouldn't they be part of the church? We want to make them part of the church. That's what it says. We want to make them part of the church. Again, guys, if you missed the news this morning, our brother Shalom has given birth to a male, a little boy named Samuel, nicknamed Sola. Not that Shalom gave birth, that would be a miracle. His wife bore a child. He begot a male son. That's what happened. Named Samuel, nicknamed Sola. Is our first Sola baby. It's our first Sola baby. And we're proud. We're very proud. We are excited. We're excited. We have a new addition to the Sola Scriptura family. We will be there in August to actually hold him and see, and this is going to be interesting. It's very interesting. That's pleasant news. On my son's birthday, I feel special. I feel like I gained a nephew, and wait till he sees me. Wait, this guy is white. The baby's going to go, what's wrong with my eyes? This guy is white. How is he my uncle? Actually, he's Puerto Rican. What? I have a Puerto Rican uncle? Hey. What can I say? I'm unique. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding. But we feel like he's part of the family. We're so excited for Shalom and the family. I know that right now there's joy in the home. Let me tell you what a baby does to the home. I remember when we were all grown and my mother decided to adopt this wonderful child at 21 days of being born. 3 weeks. She only had 3 weeks. And my mother said, come to the house, I have a surprise for us. She called all of us. And we saw this beautiful baby. Your babysitting, Mom? That's your sister. We adopted her. 21 days old. I'm her favorite brother. Me. I could show you text. Matter of fact, let me read you a text that she just sent me. I'm not going to say the language she uses, but I want to read a text to you that she sent me out of the blue. This is out of the blue. That we spoke briefly when the next one, but I want to show you. I want to read a text to you. She's now. It was 21 days old when we got it. She's now 33 years old. She's been my sister for 33 years. Let me read you this text. Because I wasn't waiting for that. It just came out the blue. I was actually driving. So my nickname is Junito. That's what it's a house name. So I'm going to read. This was out the blue. This was on Thursday, June 18th at 5:53 p.m. Let me read what she wrote. I love you, Junito. Thank you for always making me feel understood and loved. You always been my number one brother. Since birth and to this day, that never changed. Just wanted you to know, no matter what, I'll always love you. That was out the blue. We weren't talking. The last time I had spoken to her before that was January 27th. I mean, we spoke over the phone a couple of times, but the last time she texted me was January 27th at almost 12 p.m. 12 a.m. That's what she wrote. What a baby does to your home, it is such a blessing. It brings everyone together. If you notice that. If you're in turmoil with your family, or you have arguments with your mom or your father, or you have discord with your brother, these things happen in the family. Have a baby. I hope my sons ain't listening, because I'm not ready to be a grandfather right now. I'm still young. I'm still healthy. I still look good. I'm not one to be called a grandpa, not just yet. And I know grandchildren are a blessing, but I can wait. I can chill. I mean, listen, strap on. Not yet. Just don't. I'm only 53. I want to be a grandpa when I'm 65, 70. I have friends that are 40 that are grandfathers. What? At 40? And that's a blessing anyway. But a child, a baby, brings everybody together. You guys know I didn't have a very good relationship with my mom. I didn't have one. I was a bad kid. And I always blame it on myself, but whatever. But when she came home to the house, and she was different because she was African American. We're Puerto Rican. It was the most cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was there every single day. Mind you, my mom lived in the Bronx. I used to visit her maybe once a year on Mother's Day. For Christmas, for her birthday, I would call her, or Christmas, I would give a phone call. Thanksgiving, hi. New Year's, hi. Very brief call. Once she came to the house, I was there every single day. I'm going to go take your time at the store. I got her. And then she had this one cute thing that she used to suck her thumb, and she used to crunch your ear while she sucked her thumb. It was something, I don't know. And my ear would be beat red because I used to always have her. Oh, come on, baby, let's go over here. Come on, baby. I'm watching TV. I'm rocking back and forth. And I'll give her bottled milk, and she'll be just crunching I didn't know why she did that. She'll be crunching my ear. I know the happiness that's in Shalom's home right now. I'm also happy. Give me a second, guys.
So I think church is away for now. I just saw someone called coming in, Padre Mjali. It reminds me of Padre Pio. I think there's a society matter. It's sad, bro. At least they didn't call me Nebuchadnezzar. Bro, that's a king's name. I'll be out here saying to the Catholics, you better call me king.
Who
It's
said
like you
that?
call Mary Queen.
Who said you got to be called
Shalom
king?
is saying, Shalom is saying at least they didn't call me Nebuchadnezzar. I'm saying I'll be so happy. I'll be good demanding these Catholics. I'll be wait a second. Mary's your queen, right? I'm your king. You gotta bow down to Nebuchadnezzar.
So which one do they
The
call
king
you?
of the
They call you Shadrach. Is that Hananiah, Mishael, or Azariah? Which one of them is it?
No, it's Shadrach.
No.
So I think they looked for the meaning. Which
That's a Babylonian name. Which one of them is it? Hananiah,
yeah.
Mishael, or
I think
Azariah?
last time I remembered was it I think it was Hananiah like
Mishael.
I don't
Shadrach is
know
Mishael.
whether that was sorry.
Shadrach
Yeah,
is
because I
Mishael.
remember who was it, the other one? Abednego.
Abednego is
Was it
Azariah.
Abednego?
That's Azariah.
Am I cutting off? Oh,
Not at all.
Azariah. Yeah.
Azariah.
So I think the name has a true meaning to it because it shows that like these people never bowed down to Satan. They never bowed the knee to. They never compromised at all. So those names, true, they have a meaning. They didn't compromise to the Babylonian gods, you know. So that's why they chose it. But I'm gonna tell you something. If they had chosen Nebuchadnezzar, oh my goodness, I should name myself that. Saint Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Start calling the Catholics. Hey, before you say anything,
I think,
you
let me
better build
see.
me a statue first before you
Nebuchadnezzar.
say anything. Can we get Brother Shalom up here to shower him with some gifts? He normally doesn't come up. Brother JC just said that.
Nebuchadnezzar means protect my heir. Protect my heir. That's what Nebuchadnezzar
I
means.
think it's a Babylon. He's referring to
It's
his
Babylonian.
God.
That's Babylonian.
I think it refers to his Babylonian God. Yeah. Yeah.
Protect my heir. Shalom. Shalom is in the house. What's up, Shalom? Congratulations, my brother. Congratulations. We're so happy. God bless. Praise God.
Someone said we were the original Christians. You see, an original Christian is the one who's in the life, being showered with gifts, not as Catholics, bowed down to images. Talking about originality when your whole church is fake.
They can't prove that. wish they could, but they can't. Let me see. When can I see this? See, I can't add my card. Why can't I add this card? No. I guess this one. All right.
Wait, did USA win its matches?
I don't know. I haven't been watching.
Well,
I haven't been watching the games at all. Over here in Florida, I got to stream it. I hate streaming, bro. I hate doing the streaming thing. I just like
how do you stream it though?
through the internet. That TV that I have, you could go on the internet and stream whatever you want. Instead of paying a bill, I just pay for Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi connects to the TV, and I can stream whatever I want. I have YouTube, Netflix. I have.
Yeah.
You see how YouTube is on right now? That's YouTube. That's our YouTube channel. That's in the back there. On the TV.
Yeah.
I barely watch TV.
Wait, so because there's a guy in Brazil. I don't know whether you heard about it. There's a guy in Brazil who bought the rights to stream all the, what is this? All the lives, all the World Cup matches on YouTube. Do you know about that?
No.
God bless you, Brother Shadow. We were just gifting you and your
Shalom, no. I'm going to drop you and block you. That's what I'm going to do. Stop. You have to block the director.
This guy bought. This guy bought the rights to, what is this? To stream every World Cup match on YouTube. I think you guys also have access there. I don't know what his channel is, but JC should know about this. JC, you should know about Brazilian news and things like that, because it's related to football. JC actually follows football, man.
I don't know why
He
he's
just
Dominican.
make a mistake on the GOAT debate. No, he makes a mistake on the GOAT debate. I sent you all the videos you needed to find, bro, of your Ronaldo, and I showed you how you are better than Ronaldo. You are a better football player than Ronaldo at his age right now. Not talking about his prime, talking about now. I hope you saw them. I know you did.
That JC's
You know
better
I
than
can watch
Ronaldo?
sports, but there's one thing I can watch. I cannot watch, sit down and watch golf. At this age, no, I'm serious. At this age, Ronaldo's 41 years of age. He can't even see the ball when it's coming to him. He kicks the air and he falls down. Like, he's too old, man. And I sent him the videos. I sent JC the videos where his own coach was kicking the air. You see, that's why he won't say anything in the chat. His own coach was kicking the air and couldn't even touch the ball and was falling on his own. JC is a young man, bro. I think he can run and capture a ball.
I saw that he was arguing with his teammates, a video, like a real heated argument. You got to take responsibility and but in Portuguese is almost Spanish, so I could understand some things that they're saying. So I think I don't know. I like Ronaldo. I liked him better than Messi. I don't know why. I don't follow soccer. I don't know. But
he's arrogant, man. He's too arrogant.
I like arrogant.
I hate arrogance.
I like arrogant people that could back up what they're saying. If he's still arrogant and he can't back it up, so maybe he can't do it now, but he used to do it before.
No, he never could.
He was one of the best players in the world.
No, this is what he said. I'm gonna tell you every promise that Ronaldo made. He said he's gonna get more Ballon d'Ors than Messi. That didn't work. He said that he's the best player because he had more golden boots than Messi. And Messi overtook him. That didn't work. He said that he was the best player in the world because he had won the Euros in 2016. And Messi won the World Cup and the Copa America. That didn't work. So everything that Ronaldo did, Messi checkmated him so bad. So bad. There's nothing that you can... And let me tell you something. I think this is why the scripture says God humbles the proud and he gives grace to the humble. Because look at this. Messi is the most humble person. Everything that he says, I thank God for my family, for this gift.
No, he doesn't thank God. He thanks Mary. He thanks Mary. He thanks Mary, the Catholic Church.
He says that.
His God is a different God.
No, he never mentioned the Catholic Church.
He's a Catholic, no?
I understand. What I'm trying to show you is this, right? Now, I know, but what I'm trying to show you is this, that it's evidence that Messi, with his humbleness, he was able to achieve a lot, and the one who was arrogant was humbled. He was humbled. And for me, when I look at this, I'm like, wow, it doesn't get better than this.
Okay, but
it doesn't get better than this.
Was Ronaldo at one point the best player in the world? Was he at one point?
Messi was always the best player.
That's your opinion. Oh, hold on, but that's your opinion. Most of the opinion here.
No, it's objective.
It's not objective. It's subjective. Yes, not objective.
If you watch them both play.
No, that is a subjective comment. It's not that it's objective that Messi was the best player in the world always. At one point, Ronaldo was the... As a matter of fact, the salaries tell you he was the more highest paid player in soccer history until maybe somebody else took it. But nobody made more money than what's his face? Than Ronaldo. That speaks a lot. It speaks a lot about it.
No, so Messi got a better deal than Ronaldo's deal because he got rights to he was still playing in PSG at that time.
Yeah, but so Ronaldo at one point was the highest.
You're making an argument about money. He was the highest because he went to Saudi Arabia. He was washed when he became the highest paid player. He was washed. At 38, he went to Saudi Arabia. No one watches the football that they play in Saudi Arabia. There's construction workers who play there. Like what? Someone is a part-time construction worker while he's playing football? No, he was there for the money because the Saudis are rich.
But they were considered...
because he's the best player.
He was considered here the best player in the world. There was no better player than him. Messi...
No, he was in fact driven out of his club in Manchester by his coach and his club.
Yeah, but...
They even took out his statues and everything.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about him being the best player in the world at one point in his career. He was considered the best player in the world. Messi.
It never happened.
When did Messi start scoring goals? In every World Cup? Or does he just start happening? Did it happen last? I think it was last World Cup that he scored his first goal. Yes.
Yes.
Or did he score
goals?
No,
that's not true. Messi started playing the World Cup in 2006.
Did he score goals?
The first, in fact, World Cup that... Yes, every World Cup Messi scored a goal.
I'm going to check.
You can search it. you can literally search it. 2014, he scored goals. Like, you can't defend Ronaldo, man. Messi has a God-given gift that you cannot take away. Ronaldo is a hard worker. You cannot compete with talent. There's no way. If someone is smart with maths and they have been given that gift, they're intelligent, they're good with maths, they don't even study that much, it's not the same as someone who is what? Who is, who has to study and work hard to get there. Every person will tell you that Messi has the talent, God-given gift, and yet Ronaldo is just skillful because of what? Hard work.
So Messi
That's why Messi is the best player.
Messi didn't score a World Cup a goal in every World Cup. It says no, Lionel Messi.
Which one didn't he score in?
Lionel Messi has not scored a goal in every World Cup he has played. While he has played in 6 tournaments, 2006, 10, 14, 18, and 22, and 26, he holds the all-time tournament scoring record with 19 goals. He went scoreless in 2010. So he didn't score a goal in every World Cup. So in 2010 in that World Cup
in South Africa, I think
he didn't score.
Yeah. Check how many goals Ronaldo has in the World Cup.
He has one goal in 2006, no goals in 2010, 4 in 2014, 1 in 2018. He has 7 in 2022.
That's Messi.
And 6 in 2026. Let me see what Cristiano. What's that guy's name? What, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, these cannot be comparable. This is just beyond. I want to have the conversation with JC. How many goals does he have? Yeah, I think we can end on YouTube, if that's okay with you only. He's not even in the top 5 of the highest goal scorers in the World Cup. He's not even in the top
so
5.
I put, has Cristiano Ronaldo scored a goal in every World Cup? Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo made history as the first male player to score in 6 different FIFA World Cups, 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018, and 2026. Across these tournaments, he has amassed a total of 10 goals in 25 appearances. He scored 1 in 2006.
10 goals. How many does God have?
No. That wasn't the question. The question was how many? Is that he scored in every World Cup he's played. Messi missed 1.
So let's just, that is true.
Okay.
Is he top 5? So I'm asking you, who's the top goal scorer in the World Cup?
He scored 2 so far this year.